Peace, 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 peace. Top of the hour, top of the hour, top of the hour. This may help somebody, especially my very young queens, okay? There's a lot of young queens out here that have picked up or learned the wrong ways of attracting whatever it is that they need and desire in a healthy way. There's some young queens out here that think if the less they wear is the more that they attract a man. You're going to attract a man, but you're not going to attract the right man. Okay, based on the less clothes you have or the more you show. I'm going to tell you why. Okay, granted, men are visual creatures. They love tits and they love ass. They like legs. They like beauty. First and foremost, beauty is not just outside. Beauty starts with your spirit. Beauty starts on the inside. We have totally left the beauty from the inside out of the equation. People are not even working on their inner lives, their spirits, their inner selves. They are not working on the things that need to be worked on from the inside out. They're working on just outside things like hair, visible things, hair, nails, eyes, wigs, breasts, butt, stuff like that. We're not working on mental health. We're not working on a mindset. People are not operating in these ways anymore. Everybody is worrying about how they look on the outside, which is dangerous. I'm going to tell you why it's dangerous. You cannot walk up to a person nowadays and can look at them and say, this person is not hinged right. This person is crazy. This person has this disorder. This person has this going on. This person has that going. You cannot walk up to a person and see that. Okay? This is not something that could be visually seen just by walking up to a person. And based on the other person that's in the conversation and their prior knowledge with other people or dealing with people, can they see these certain things? Young people, young females are taught about how to attract men, period, but not how to attract quality people, period, quality men. If you go to certain places and you're showing all your body, and this is no condemnation towards anybody, but these are facts. Based on where you at, if you're going to a club, you're going out and you're not dressed, you're going to attract people. You're going to attract the men. Now, if you out there seeking love and companionship, that's 9 out of 10 times that may not be what you pick up. Okay, you may be picking up a person that wants sex based on your appearance and how you showed up at that time, at that moment, in that place that they have met you. If you require and you want to meet a quality or good person that is with substance, morals, respect, then you have to switch the game up on how you show up as a woman. Okay? I'm not taking shots at any woman who likes to walk around and look sexy and show their belly or whatever. But if you seek to be a wife or someone's wife, and you seek a quality person, we have to change up certain things. Okay? Because you do not know who you attracting based on, not all, but a lot of women don't know who they are attracted based on how they dress. Okay? And I'm not saying not to be beautiful. I'm not saying that body that you work out 24 dub in the gym that you don't want to show off. But if you're looking for a husband, that body, and some bodies you can't hide. You understand what I'm saying? But that body in the revealing. I'm not talking about if you want to wear a gym suit and all that. That's what I'm talking. I'm talking about the overspill of the tits. You understand? And the buns in a tight snatch and stuff like that. I mean, there's women you know was too much. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and go through and explain what too much is. You know what's too much. Now, take in consideration that men are visual creatures. Okay, they like ass, they like titties, they like legs, they like thickness. And I'm not saying that every man has the same preference. They like small, woman, big, whatever. You know that whatever you're doing, you know what I'm saying, is attracting a man. That's why you do more of it. You know what I'm saying? So, if that's your approach on how you attract men, you may not attract the man that you want, especially if the marriage is what you want. Okay? If you want to be somebody's wife, you have to walk in the spirit of being a wife. That means you already have to be walking around in these streets, in this world, like you're already married. And the first person you should be married to is yourself. That means dedicated to improving yourself as a person, healing in the ways that you need to be healed from anything that you have experienced, and working and dealing with yourself. Okay? The relationship that you want with somebody else, you should first have with yourself. And that's in any situation. Okay? Granted, men like what they like. But a man wants to know somebody that he gives his heart to, that he could trust them wholeheartedly with his kids, with business, with whatever decisions that are being made, whatever it may be. He want to know that he could trust you. Okay? I don't think, now I've heard different conversations from men. I don't think if you're out there looking a certain way or showing up a certain way, a man is going to trust you. He will screw you every chance he gets. If the opportunity is right, a man will trick on you. You will be a side chick forever if you allow him to keep you in that space with other side chicks. You're not a number one side chick. And if he's tricking on you, he's probably tricking on others as well. You gotta know. You just gotta know. And then in some cases, it doesn't matter how you show up. If the man is non-committal for whatever his reasons are, then it doesn't matter how you show up. He's not ready to be a husband. You got to know the difference with all of these things. Okay? And a good way of knowing these things is by knowing and understanding how you're showing up. And if you want a husband, you show up as a wife. And if the people that you're meeting in that process of showing up as a wife is not coinciding with what you want, then you know that's not for you. You know this person is showing up just for sex. You know this person is showing up just for conveniency, based on the energy and the vibe that you and that person share in that moment. And based on the fact that you're showing up as a wife, you're not giving as much. You're not showing as much. You're showing up in self-respect. You're showing up wanting more than just a sexual dealing with an individual. Or a perceived, because you could be a person that's used to being revealing and dressing revealing. That doesn't mean you don't want a husband, but being that you don't understand or have understanding on how others may view you, because everybody's not hinged right. Everybody's not healed. Everybody's not walking around healed and dealing with their issues. So you're going to run into good people and bad people, but how are you going to know the difference between the two if you're not walking in the places that you need to be walking in within yourself? Okay? It starts with you. Okay? You're going to have good apples, you're going to have bad apples, but you have to learn how to separate and know the difference. And the only way that you know the difference is that you see that difference first in yourself. You mirror whatever it is that you receive or that you want. If you're walking around fake, hiding stuff, You're walking around unhinged, dealing with mental issues, not dealing with your problems, not facing them, not seeking the proper help and things and the right counsel, and you're walking around confused and angry and all this stuff and hating men and hating yourself and hating this and that. You're gonna run into a man like that. A man ain't gonna come to you like, hey, I'm unhinged. And I'm just out here just trying to screw you as long as you let me. You understand? And I need a place to lay my head and to stay while this other one's getting on my nerve. A man is not gonna come up and tell you all these things about himself. So these things you need to know. A man ain't gonna tell you, I have a porn addiction and you know what I'm saying, and I'm a womanizer and I might come in your house, and a man is not gonna divulge all these things about himself. Okay, he's gonna watch you and let you lead and see how that goes as far as you're concerned. Okay, but if you're mirroring wife and you're walking in wife, there's not too much of that could go on. You understand what I'm saying? Because you are showing forth an example and mirroring what you want to see in return. Okay? So a lot of people have expectations of what they want out of people, but they're not showing up as those things themselves. But they want a perfect person. There's no perfect man. That's another thing. When I say these things, walking wife and stuff like that, it's no perfect man. There's a trying man. There's a trying hard to provide man. There's a man working on his past and working on the things that he went through his past to overcome it type of man. But there's no perfect man or woman. But when you know better, you do better. If you keep attracting the same type of trash ass men so that you claim, then you have to switch it up. You can't get mad at the world, and you can't tell the world all the men in the world is messed up, because not all men are messed up in the world. It's the ones you keep choosing, and you have to figure out why you keep attracting and choosing the same type of men. Okay, in regards to however they are. And it starts with you. You can do the process of elimination just by how you show up. Okay, of course a man, if given a chance, even a good man, if given a chance, is going to run game and see what he can get away with, or what he can't get away with, or whatever the case may be. And I don't mean be militant. And if you're walking around with a resting bitch face, and angry, and you're disrespectful, loud, rude, and stank, and unpeaceful, and unhinged, and you're a bugaboo, like, what do you want a man to do? You have to, like, there's a lot of things that we have to understand. We fall in line as examples to the younger generations and younger females that are growing up. A lot of these females think if they put on a wig and some eyelashes, some feather pushers, you understand, and some tight pants and their titties like lifted, that this is the way to attract a man. You know, that's the way to attract pedophiles, people with problems, and a stiff one or some sex. We are responsible, okay, to teach our daughters, our nieces, our granddaughters better. If they only imitate what they see. If they see you operating in a certain way, that's how they're going to operate as a woman. And I'm not saying this to condemn anybody, but I am saying this because, like I said, I have a lot of associates that confide in me. They talk to me. I have conversations with people about relationships, and I've been in my own relationship situationships before too, and I understand. And I have an understanding on how this thing goes. Okay, if a man ain't trying to, if a man's not committal, he ain't trying to be serious, there's nothing you can do about that. But you need to know where you stand when in communication with an individual. If you accept being a side chick and being tricked on, sugar baby, whatever the hell it is that they call it today. I have no idea. But if that's the role that you accept, you cannot, after accepting that role, wonder why you didn't move to wife status. You understand what I'm saying? Or why hasn't it moved or gotten any better since? You already accept your position and the position that you was going to play. Okay, men are very funny about their hearts and who they trust, who they let in. What if they see how you operating from the gate? Then 9 out of 10 times it's gonna be based on how they met you from the beginning. So with that being said, peace, peace, peace. Remain best. Top of the hour, top of the hour. I hope we could have other conversations like this, but let's be an example to our younger women that's coming up and our teenagers and young girls. Okay, and if you want a husband, walk in the spirit of being a wife and not a side piece. Okay. With that being said, peace, 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 and remain blessed. Later.